Hey YouTube. So I know I have been up here in some days to do an update. I've just been tired, like so tired, and it's been the most unbelievable amount of drama, and it's not even my drama. Like anyway, so I just had to cry it out a little bit because it's just too much. It's too much pressure on me. Plus the moon is, is intensifying that energy. And I just had to release real quick. But so the reason I'm doing this video is because of what just took place. And before I cried, I was angry. And I wanted to record the video when I had that energy, but I had to make a delivery and then I cried. So now that energy is like gone, but it's okay. I mean, the message is still going to get out there. So just a quick update. Yes, I am still sleeping in my car. I have started working and I'm still trying to do DoorDash. The struggle is really real. So I'm very tired. Like I'm exhausted. I got to work at 6 in the morning to 2. Then when I get off, I do DoorDash I went and donated the other day and then I did DoorDash. So, and then to not get a good night's rest nowhere is like ridiculous. And then I still got the gym membership for, to shower and stuff. But anyway, so the message this video is for, basically like, I've been on this spiritual journey since COVID, I want to say. When everybody's locked in the house, I think that's when I started it. That's when I started to get closer to God, to pray, to want to learn me. After my divorce, after my separation, because we didn't get divorced for probably like 2 or 3 years after we separated. But after my separation, I didn't want to be in no relationships. I just wanted to work on me. So you could say it started then, because I had to relearn myself. You could say it started then, or you could say it started during COVID, because that's when I became more, got closer with God and stuff like that too. But fast forward to now, I just want to point out how proud I am of myself for the growth. Like, in my past, we're supposed to learn from our past, right? From our past relationships, our mistakes that we made, things that we did. You're supposed to learn, right? And keep growing, keep moving. I don't blame nobody for none of my past situations or, boyfriends or whatever. So, just because I was hurt before doesn't mean I'm going to treat you like you're going to hurt me. I'm going to give everybody the trust, a little bit of trust, until they give me a reason not to. But don't get me wrong. The lesson I learned from my ex-wife was to never, ever, ever trust anyone 100% but God. Ever, never, ever. Because I would have never, ever thought she would have crossed me the way she did. And it was just too much. But anyway, so with that being said, I just want to point out the growth. Like my past relationships. A lot of the times when I was being cheated on, I knew it. I was having dreams. I felt it. Like I knew it. I was getting signs. I just was ignoring it. I wasn't paying attention to it, or I even denied it sometimes. Like, oh, I'm just being paranoid, or whatever. So that was one of the mistakes, one of the lessons that I had to learn. I think that's the biggest one as far as relationships go. I had to learn to trust my instincts, because that's something that I definitely struggled with bad. Like I'm telling y'all, like I literally had a dream about this whole scenario with my neighbor and the dude I was dealing with. I mean, the dream was so vivid and clear. I could still remember it to this day. And that was the exact situation that was happening behind in the dream. in the dream, in the dream, I was helping her get dressed up for a date. Meanwhile, whole time the date was my dude. And so he called her on the phone, and I'm standing there watching her, and I can hear his voice. But I didn't say nothing in the dream. I kept helping her get dressed. But that was just to tell me, like, open your eyes. Like, this is what's happening right now. And it was happening. They was talking for months. So it's like stuff like that. Like I was having dreams. I was getting all types of signs. I mean, and I was just ignoring it. Like I just didn't trust my instincts. And now, and I'm proud of myself today because there was a situation, and and I had a dream, but I woke up with a bad feeling. And so when I talked to this person, their energy, not energy, but the way they were acting confirmed that feeling, because it just wasn't making sense. Nothing was adding up. But I stood my ground. I didn't say, oh, maybe I'm tripping. Normally before, like, I would have went for the okie doke. I would have been like, oh yeah, Janisha, you tripping. Like, nah, you bugging. It ain't that. But I stood my ground today, and I told the person and their family member, I said, I'm not crazy, and I'm not going to let nobody play with me like I am. I did that too many times in the past to where I was blaming myself or thinking that I was psycho, losing my mind, paranoid. I'm not doing that no more. Like, I have to learn to trust my instincts. I said, and if I'm wrong, I just wanted to make sure the car was still going to start. The light just went out. I was like, and if I'm wrong, I'll apologize to both of y'all. Because that's the type of woman I am. I'm grown. Like, I'm not playing games no more with nobody. And I'm not going to let nobody else play games with me anymore. So it felt good to stick to what I said that I was going to do. Like, from now on, start trusting my own instincts. And turn out they was right. Like, they was right, and I wasn't tripping. I hate it when people try to make me seem like I'm crazy. Like, yeah. So, anyway, I just wanted to say I'm proud of myself for learning that lesson from my past relationships and mistakes. Because before, like I said, once they told me too many times, oh, you tripping, I probably would have just let it go or, denied it or whatever. No, not today. No, dude, we ain't doing that. I'm not playing games with nobody no more. I already didn't want to be in no relationship. In the last 2 relationships I was in, they lied. I'm telling them, don't play with me. Like, I'm almost 40. I'm not playing games with nobody. Like, if I'm doing this, I'm going to do it. And they both was cheating. Both of them. From the whole time, from the beginning. What is the point? I don't understand. What is the point? I asked both of them this. You got somebody laying next to you in your bed, cooking, sucking, fucking, all of that, excuse my language, cleaning, you got somebody. But whole time you laying next to them or you at work, you texting somebody else. For what? But then you go back home with that somebody. So you're not even meeting up with these people. You wasting everybody's time. What is the point? I don't get it. What is the point? If you don't like the person that you with, move on. If you want somebody to be a roommate or, share bills to do that, then say that and make it that type of situation. But stop. The last dude, not the last dude, the one before that, I had to tell him, like, you got a daughter. Like, you too old to be playing. You too old to be playing games with people, with these women. Like, when I tell y'all he had women, like, it was dozens, and I had to stop looking. And again, I don't go through people's phones no more. I don't do shit like that. I did that with my ex-wife, and I don't do shit like that. But that day, the way he was acting, Then he left his phone in my car open, unlocked. Stupid. These they just so dumb. Anyway, my stomach, my gut, my intuition told me, open that phone. Open that phone. Because to be honest with you, I never thought, I know this cop is not about to come in here messing with me because I'm sitting here. I never thought, I mean, no, I'm not going to say I never thought, but I didn't suspect that he was doing anything. I really didn't. So when I opened that phone, man, it was so many women. I mean, I don't even know that has to be exhausting. Like, how do you, anyway, it was so many women, and I was just scrolling. I was taking pictures at first, but then I stopped because it was too many. Then I just stopped having to scroll because my stomach started hurting. It was just making me sick to see all of the messages and all of the stuff. Like, he was seeking these women. He was just going on people's pages and saying good morning and hey and how are you? Are you single? Like, what is the point? You asked me to get an apartment with you, but anyway. So when I confronted him about it, of course he went to lie, and I told him to be honest. I was very calm. I don't do drama. And I told him to be honest. And he said what he said, and I asked him if that was, his final answer, and he said, yeah. So I said, you left your phone in the car. He's so fucking retarded. He ain't even know what I was saying. Like, he ain't connect the dots. He said, oh, thank you. So you really not understanding what's happening right now? Like, you busted. Like, so of course, him being a man, I'm not going to, no offense to the good men, but him being a man, of course, the first thing he gonna say is, why are you going through my phone? I said, you know what? I apologize for going through your phone. I do. I apologize because I don't do that. I don't go through people's phones. But something told me to go in that phone, and something was right. So now, since I apologized about that, we addressed that part. Can you address the part that I'm talking about? And of course he couldn't. He just kept saying the same thing over and over like a tape recorder because he didn't have nothing to say. But anyway, my point is, I'm just proud of myself for the growth that I made and the lessons that I've learned from my mistakes. I accept this journey for what it is. But I am almost 40, and I'm not playing games with nobody no more. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be mad if I never got married again. I mean, because I'm always going to love. I'm always going to give love a chance. But I'm not about to play with nobody to the point where I'm getting divorced again, because that's not, no. But that's all I had to say. I said too much. It wasn't even supposed to be that long. But I'm just proud of myself. You got to trust your instincts. And I never paid attention. I denied it. And when people used to say that, trust your instinct, I really didn't even know what they meant or what they was talking about. I'm trying to see where that cop went. He probably sitting somewhere watching me. But like I said, I know now, and I bet you I won't deny it no more. I bet you that much. Because one thing about me, I'm a Sagittarius, right? We analyze things. We overanalyze sometimes. Very calculated in our, well, I can speak for myself, but most of us, very calculated in our movements. So I don't act off of emotion or impulse. I think about things. Even sometimes if it got to be a quick thought, I think about it. Usually I take longer because I want to make sure. But I'm a fact checker. That's what I do. I'm an investigator. That's what I do. So what people don't, and it makes it's funny to me because people don't realize they tell on themselves. Like, they don't realize that. And I'm taking in what you're saying. I don't remember a lot of stuff. I got bad memory. Anybody tell you that? I got bad memory, but it's like some things I remember. It just sticks, right? And then it's like later on, it comes back up. And I'm like, But didn't you say, you was doing this at that time? Or didn't you say, you know what I'm saying? Not even just in relationships, just with people, period. It's just how I learned to read people. I pay attention, I listen, I observe, and people will tell on themselves. And it's just funny to me because half the time I don't even address it because it's not important enough. Like, you're not to say the person is not important enough, but they're really not. Like, it's not like a best friend or I don't care at that point, because now I just see how to handle you, how you are. But yeah. People think I be playing when I say I'm a fact checker. But don't tell me anything, because you need to make sure you say. The situation tonight was funny. It wasn't funny in the moment because it was hurting, but it's funny. It's funny because people keep playing with me, and I keep telling them to stop playing with me. Then he gonna talk about it's like you're psychic or something. I said I am. So why do you keep playing with me? This shit is crazy, man. On top of the stuff I'm already going through, I don't need no extra bullshit. So I'm just gonna eliminate myself from that situation. But my point is, like I said, trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. And I'm so happy that I'm able to do that now and not feel like it's paranoia or anything like that. I'm grateful that God opened that part of me up, opened my eyes up to that part, and I learned that lesson. Because that's one way to stop running the car like I got gas. That's one way to stop dealing with the wrong people and being hurt over and over again. So it's a step in the right direction. But definitely trust your instincts. Trust the signs. Pay attention. Because these people out here is just, oh, Lord. It's getting scarier and scarier. And when I was married, I used to always say that, because I used to have single friends and I used to hear horror stories about dating and this, that, and the third. And when I was married, I was like, man, I'm so glad that we got each other, because it sounds like it's a cold, lonely, hard world out there for single people right now. And that was the truth. It really is. It really, really is. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do some DoorDash, but it's not working. Like, DoorDash here sucks. Like, all I need is to make the money to pay for this car. That's all I need. I don't care about eating. I've been getting a lot of free stuff lately. People have been, giving me food and drinks. But, and that's nothing but God. But all I'm trying to do is pay these people for this car so they don't take it from me. So that I can make money, continue to go to work, and do what I need to do. That's all I'm trying to do. And it's only $25 a day. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. But anyway, I thought I just felt the bug on me. I love y'all. Stay prayed up. Trust yourself. Love yourself. Don't let people play over you. Like the situations I was telling y'all about, the drama that's been going on around me, but I was dead set in the middle of it. I'm watching these people go through this stuff, and it's like, how? Why? Why do you want to do that? Like, I'm talking about physical abuse, mental, emotional, like people going to jail. And this, I'm like, y'all, I might do a video about it. I don't know. But this stuff is like real life. And I'm just sitting there watching it. And I'm only watching it because y'all, I'm feeling like stuff is bothering me. I just seen a spider in here. That's probably why. I'm tripping. But anyway, I'm only seeing this firsthand because I'm helping. I'm the one that they're calling. So now y'all got into it. I got to pick you up, you got your stuff in my car and we going, and I'm already homeless, so we going through this stuff, and now we staying at your friend's house and this, that, and the third, and you crying for days and did it, but now you back, you go back. Or anyway, it's another situation, same thing, 5 minutes later you back, like, and I'm just sitting around like, life is hard enough. It's hard enough going through what we going through, because we all struggling in some way, shape, or form, and it's hard enough doing that. But I'm just so grateful and blessed to be able to not put up with that anymore. I don't think I ever like had it that bad, like in a relationship. Like, I know we all go through our dumb stages and our bad, relationships and stuff, but I mean, I don't think I ever, well, I know that I never been abused. I know that. But like that break up and go back and break up and go, I don't think I ever did that for real. I would have to sit and think about it, but I really don't think so. All of my relationships were long term, usually, mostly. But yeah, this, Lord have mercy. All I can do is pray for people and stay prayed up myself. But yeah, I'll be back. I don't know when. I can't even lie and say soon or shortly, because I just been on the go. And I'm tired. I'm so tired. But I had to cry tonight. I had to get that off my chest because it's too much pressure. It's too much pressure on me. It is a fly in here. I just heard it. I don't know why they gotta mess with me. I'm gonna cut this light out. Okay, yeah, but I love y'all, and I'll be back. I don't know when, but I'll be back with an update at least. I'm trying to just record, but I ain't even posting them as I'm recording them because they take so long to upload, and then I forget, and then I get busy, and I'm trying to, I'm keeping y'all on my journey with me, because I feel like that's why God made me start recording this while I'm in it. Because I wasn't going to start recording videos till I was out of it, till I was doing good. But I really feel like it's a reason why he wanted me to start while I'm in it, so that y'all could witness firsthand the transformation, the blessings, the things that's going to happen. So I'm trying to do those videos and keep y'all updated on what's going on. But I also want to do content videos, like other videos about other things, So and I keep saying this, I've been saying this for a while now, probably some years, but I just want to sit still somewhere. Like, I just want to sit still, like in the motel where I was at, but I couldn't sit still because I was paying for the motel. I was working to pay for the motel, so I really didn't have time to sit still. But that space right there, like that space, I just want the space to sit still. I don't care if I got to go sit in my storage and record these videos. I just want the time to do that. Like, I don't have the luxury of time right now because I have to make money, and Instacart and DoorDash is messing with me making money. So I was almost there. I was almost caught up until Instacart deactivated my account. So anyway, yeah, I don't even mind recording in my what is it? I just said it. My storage. I don't even mind, sitting in there with the gate closed and recording in there. Shit, I sleep in there. I don't have a problem doing that. I just need time. I just need a break for, like, just time. I just need a little time. That's it. But clearly I don't have that. So it's gonna get better. But yeah, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Love you.